In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet a flower bookmark using my popcorn flower crochet motif. This is a really great gift idea or just really good for using up scrap yarn. Today I'll be using US crochet terms, but I will put the UK equivalent up on the screen. I'm using a worsted weight yarn 4mm hook, and I do recommend using a stitch marker. Start by making your slip knot in your preferred method. If you do struggle with slip knots, I do have a couple of tutorials on my channel. So when you're ready, insert your hook and we'll chain 4. So we're going to use a chain 4 ring method. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then slip stitch into the very first chain, just right here. So insert your hook, pull through a loop, and pull that loop through again. And you've got your chain 4 ring. Now chain 3. And this will represent your first half double crochet plus a chain 1. Now we're going to place 7 half double crochets and we'll chain 1 after each one into that center space right here. So yarn over, go into the center space, yarn over, pull through a loop, so you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and then pull through all 3 loops. And that's your half double. Now chain 1. Great, so that's stitch 1. Yarn over, go back into the center space, pull through a loop, yarn over and then pull through all 3 loops. Now chain 1. I'll do one more stitch with you. So yarn over, go into the center space, pull through a loop, and then pull through all 3 loops and then chain 1. If you're using UK terms, this is called a half treble. So keep repeating this pattern of adding your half double crochet and then remembering to chain 1 after each one. So by the end of round 1, including the chain 3 from the start, you will end with 8 stitches. Feel free to pause the video here and I'll see you at the end of round 1. So I just finished my very last stitch and remember to chain 1, and I'm just going to quickly count my stitches. So including the chain 3, you'll have 8 stitches. And to finish the round, slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that we did at the very start. So when you start your hook, pull through a loop and then pull that loop through again. Now I'm going to just chain 1 and then pull up a loop, and I'm going to grab my stitch marker and just place it in the loop, because we will come back to that green colour just to make our chain at the very end. So don't cut your yarn and don't fasten off, just put in a stitch marker or a scrap piece of yarn. And I'm just going to quickly pull on that middle tail end just to close the centre gap a little bit more. For round 2, we're going to go into that chain 1 space in between our 2 stitches and attach the yarn colour that you'll use for your petals. So here I'm just going to hook it over my crochet hook and pull it through. And I'm just going to pin the tail ends to the back. And to start, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that chain 3 will act as your very first double crochet. Now work another 3 double crochets into the same space. So yarn over, insert your hook into the space, pull through a loop, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. So that's stitch 1, stitch 2, and stitch 3. Now pull up a loop and insert your hook into the top of the chain 3 that we did at the very start. Grab the loop again and pull it through the top of the chain 3. And you've formed a popcorn stitch and your very first petal. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch back into the same space where your petal is, and that just secures it into place. So pull through a loop and then pull that loop through again. To start the next petal, we'll go into the next chain 1 space, just right here, and we'll slip stitch. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll place 3 double crochets back into the same space. Remember, if you're using UK terms, these are called treble crochets. So that's stitch 2 and stitch 3. Now pull up a loop, go back into the top of the chain 3, grab that loop again, and then pull it through the chain 3, and that's your popcorn stitch. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and go back into the same space and slip stitch, and this just secures the petal into place. Okay, so I'll do a few more petals with you. So go into the next chain 1 space in between the stitches and slip stitch to start your new petal. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then go back into the same space and work 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. Lift up a loop, go back into the top of the chain 3, and grab that loop and pull it through. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and go back into the same space and slip stitch just to secure your petal. Okay, let's do one more. Go in between your 2 stitches and slip stitch to start your new petal. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go back into the same space and work 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And lift up a loop, go back into the top of the chain 3, grab that loop, and then pull it through. Now chain 3, and slip stitch back into the same space. So keep repeating the petal pattern around your circle. Remember, you're working your petals in between the 2 stitches, not into the top of a stitch. And by the end of round 2, you should or you will have 8 petals in total. But I'll show you how to finish round 2. Feel free to pause the video here. So I'm now just going to work my very last petal. So working between the 2 stitches and slip stitch, chain 3, and then work your 3 double crochets back into the same space. That's 1, 2, and 3. Lift up a loop, go back into the chain 3 from the start, grab that loop again, and then pull it through. Chain 3, and then slip stitch back into the same space to secure your petal into place. And fasten off, so I'm just going to chain 1 and then cut my yarn. And then pull that yarn through and tighten. And at the end of round 2, you will have 8 petals in total, so make sure you count your petals. Now we're going to move on to making the bookmark chain. So turn your work over And hopefully you've used a stitch marker or some scrap yarn just to keep that center yarn alive. When you're ready, remove that stitch marker and insert your hook. Now start making your chain. So just go ahead and start chaining. And the length of your chain is really just going to depend on your hook size, yarn type, tension, and obviously the size of your book as well. So you're going to have to use some judgment in terms of how long you actually want your chain. In my example, I chained around 80, but obviously it's specific to my book that I was making it for. As a tip, put the book marker in between your pages of your book just to see if the chain is long enough. So here I've put it in between my pages. My chain is still short, so I'm just going to keep on chaining until I reach the petal. So it's roughly at the height of the petal. And I'm using 100% cotton, so it doesn't stretch too much. If you're using something like wool, which stretches quite a lot, then I'd recommend making your chain shorter. So my chain is now the right height, so I'm just going to remove it from the book. Make sure your chain isn't twisted, and to secure it into place, just go into the base of that chain and then grab a couple of yarns along the back. So I'm just going to place it under a couple of strands. Now yarn over and pull the loop through all of your strands, and we'll slip stitch the chain into place. So pull the loop through all the yarn strands, and that just secures it into place. And again, I'm just making sure my chain isn't twisted at this point. And when you're ready, just fasten off. So I'm going to chain one, and then cut my yarn, and pull that yarn through and tighten. And now all that's left to do is to weave in your tail ends. So here I'm just going to go into the back strands of the yarn on the back of the petal. And I'll just speed this up slightly. So I'm going to go in one direction and then loop back and go in the opposite direction, just to try and make sure it's nice and secure and in place. And when you're ready, cut your yarn. And that's you. You've now made a flower bookmark. As always, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching all the way through. If you want to help my channel grow, hit that subscribe and like button and leave a comment. And yeah, I'll see you later.